Fairy tales are very, very violent. Being eaten by monsters, knowing that you're going to die, everybody's fascinated by their own death.
What I love about the show is when we're off the mythology and we're not talking about werewolves and vampires and the Frankenstein monster, what we're really talking about are the very human conditions that affect everyone.
The greatest example of monstrosity is self-deception. The central question that drives the series is, what makes a monster?
I need one 1,000, two 1,000, three 1,000, then scream.
Okay.
And the whole story is about the duality of who these characters are. You know, the monster inside of all of us.
But I think we all have a dark side.
You sure have pretty lips.
You can't hide it. We all have those moments of cruelty or of ugliness. No one is immune from that. Each one of our characters has a monster inside him they're trying to fight. Roman has this demon inside him, and many demons, frankly. He's probably our most troubled character.
Alpha Mark.
Bourbon, please. There's no doubt that Roman has this kind of like, I'm something else, I'm something special. Like he's gonna be, you know, a warrior and powerful and all that. And fight the evil is kind of what he wants to do. And
you are ugly, Roman.
And he's scared of himself.
You're looking for a monster?
Because he feels that he has this growing darkness inside him. That's where the supernatural part comes in.
You know, on second thought, his old lady's gonna be a pain in the balls.
Roman has the ability to look at people and make them do whatever he tells them to do.
Spooky fucker.
How'd you do that?
It comes down to actually a battle. And when he loses that battle, he becomes the monster.
I see things sometimes. I hear these whispers, but I don't always know if they're real or not. I need to do something. I know.
And turns on his best friend, who's Peter.
We're in this together, you and I.
Why do you need that to be true so badly?
He turns on his mother or turns on other people. It turns on a dime. So he can't suppress that monster.
Two of the other major motifs in the show, in addition to monstrosity, are the idea of masks and the idea of transformation. The first being that there is this version of us that engages with the rest of the world that might have no correlation at all with what's going on inside. You know, the two polar ends of that spectrum. One is Olivia, who physically is strikingly beautiful, but inside is probably the biggest monster on the show.
Does all the terribly erotic sort of appeal. Being hunted down and devoured by a savage brute. Definitely think she's a highly manipulative person. I mean, somebody with a very specific agenda in what she needs to accomplish in life, and tightening my grip comes more naturally to me than letting go. What she's willing to do to, you know, what sacrifices she's willing to make to get there, but with an unpredictable kind of killer-esque quality to it. Try not to lose it, darling.
The other is Shelley, who is visually the most grotesque, but also has the kindest heart and the best spirit.
Shelley's backstory is that she was brought into the White Tower. Dr. Price did some experiment on her, and she just came out different. And this is what she's grown into. So the idea that she was mutated with some animal genetics, and now it's grown into this thing, fascinated me. It's literally a Frankenstein creature at the DNA level.
There's a lot of bad and evil happening in this town, and she's just the complete opposite to all that. She's the one that sees the good in Roman and believes in the good in Roman. And she's also maybe the only thing in Roman's life that he truly, truly loves.
Peter's always very much in control of his life.
How are you gonna find it?
It'll find me. And I think Peter's monster is that anxiety of losing control. All that matters is not putting me in a cage. It's too late for me to run now. The biggest fear for Peter is just being tied down to something. We find the Bar Gulf and we stop him.
How?
I kill him. Peter's monster is falling in love and knowing that he won't stay.
Norman Godfrey is desperate for the love of a woman he can't have.
Something's going on here. You can't act like it's not. He's full of contradictions, and one isn't quite sure if he actually is, at his heart, a good person. He has to suppress and fight and has this constant inner battle within himself.
If you're living your life in a dishonest way, not being honest about your true intentions or motivations, that is also a kind of monstrosity.
I love you. He definitely has the Godfrey gene within him, which is, you know, one part megalomaniac and one part narcissist.
And it's about Metamorphosis. What are they going to change into?
If everybody is a monster on the outside, what makes a real monster? Think about that.